another Friday update with Coach Smith. Coach, what do we got to talk about this week?
Well, I thought we'd change up our format, Kyle, a little bit.
And the way we're going to change it up is we're not going to let Tracy talk this entire time. Actually, my name is Scott Rolen, and I'm here with Tracy. I'm his left foot.
My left. See, I was going to do my lead in and do it all professional-like, and you jumped ahead. And
it feels better getting closer, doesn't it?
That's a little bit too close. But anyway,
back to Tracy.
Back to Tracy. I thought, a lot of people don't know your association to Bloomington. Even I don't fully. But we got, people. First of all, we're sitting in the presence of greatness, and I've been bragging all the time about your recent Gold Glove that you got, and I say greatness sarcastically because, as we were talking earlier, I was bragging to everybody that you were 38 winning the Gold Glove, and then you break it down for me that you were 35 because it was pretty impressive that an old guy like you running around and getting a Gold Glove. But how cool is that? In all seriousness, because the body probably doesn't move like it used to.
Yours or mine?
Yours, both.
Yes.
How does it feel though winning that at 35 with all those young guys running around out there?
It's great. There's I'm happy to be where I am. I'm happy to be in Cincinnati. I'm happy to be sitting next to greatness with.
Keep it up.
But I do not brag that I'm 38 at all.
I apologize.
But I do feel old at 35. But that was a nice thing to. I ran into a little rut, and with my shoulder, I had a bunch of shoulder problems in '05, and second guessed myself a little bit out there and wondered what I had left. And it's been good to be able to come back, and I jumped to Toronto for a little bit, got back to the National League and close to home, and it's been nice to go out and be able to at least compete at a desirable level.
Maybe I thought you were 38 just based
38
on
from
that.
watching the number of games I played.
No, it has been great. We had a chance to meet a little while ago, and I remember when you were doing some foundation work with your Enos Furley Foundation. My first opportunity was attended one of your events up in Indianapolis, but our hope is that we can pair with what we're doing with our players and kind of pair up with what you're doing with your foundation. But I think it'd be interesting if people knew kind of what is going on here in Bloomington and what you're trying to do with that.
We have a camp for children and sick children, disadvantaged children and their families. We have 4 cabins out on land just on the south side of Lake Monroe. And my brother lives out there. He runs the camp. He's the executive director of the foundation. I named it after my dog, Enos Furley, who we lost last year. It's Camp Emmalou. That's after my black lab, who's healthy as a horse at 13 right now. So, but what we're doing, we're going around the community. We're going around the state of Indiana and Indianapolis, Jasper, obviously, and different things, and bringing kids into the camp. Like I said, we dug a lake. We have 4 cabins. We have a thing we call Tyler's Treehouse from a special little boy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, a special little boy that we met in Indianapolis a few years ago and raised some money for a treehouse for him. And big playground in the woods, basically. We're finishing our lodge. We're going to have our lodge done in about 3 weeks. And next spring we're hoping to officially open and get some kids and get some families in there. And it's all expense paid for them, obviously, for a weekend. And group some families and some kids together that have some similar setbacks, or we're kind of looking at it like kids that go to school and maybe their mom's sick, brother's sick, they're sick, have their head down a little bit kicking rocks. We're going to try to take that weekend and
just cool.
Everybody laugh a little bit and roast some marshmallows or something.
And that's the thing. I mean, in all kidding aside, it's like people that the Gold Glove, they hear that, and the great player Scott Rolen, but what you and certainly Todd and his efforts and what you guys are doing is something that I don't think a lot of people know about, and I hope that through this that maybe we can get the word out and help, because it is. I've been down there. It's unbelievable. And I know what it takes to do that foundation stuff, and so hopefully people get onto that cause. But impressive.
Well, I appreciate it. And you guys. I think it needs to be said that we appreciate your help. You've had the team out a couple of times and doing a big part in helping us out, and you as well. So hopefully we can continue that. But selfishly, my brother and I love it. We go down there, we get the kayak a little bit.
You got the kayak?
We got the kayaks out, we got the paddle boats out.
I got a 2-man kayak myself.
Yeah, we get to pair off and wear different colored T-shirts and play some wiffle ball.
Oh, sweet. Well, who's better?
I've hit left-handed. Shoulder injury.
This has to be one of our most interesting Friday updates.
Well, it's probably the longest.
No, it's not. But no, we always wrap it up with our flag football. The report the fans like to know.
Which I don't play.
Which you don't play. No, no, you don't play. But Brett Favre still plays here. We've got our championship on Saturday. This Saturday coming up. So team baseball is still trying to get after it.
You're retiring again.
My goal is to play until I'm 50.
Off and on?
No, I'm going to play until...
Be questionable every week.
I'm going to play until I'm 50 and be like a 38/35-year-old Gold Glover. That's my goal. But that's it, and tune in next Friday.